So I wanted more freedom. I wanted a richer quality of life. I wanted to do more, see more, have different things, have better things. And I knew that if I wanted more freedom, I needed two things. I needed more time and I needed more money. But doing what I was doing, I was never going to have more time because I was always working, and I never had enough money to do more than live a reasonable standard of living.
I was an estate agent. I did that for 20 years. I really enjoyed it, but after 20 years I suddenly realised this wasn't giving me anything. I wasn't going anywhere.
My background was with British Airways. I was in sales and marketing for 20 years, a career that I'd really enjoyed, for the first 18 years anyway. The last 2 years I found myself working harder and harder, working 70, 80-hour weeks every single week, which played havoc with my health, played havoc with my home life, and I had literally no life, no lifestyle. So I was looking for my own business, something that I could work for me that would give me the lifestyle that I deserve.
I worked as a PA and I had got to the point where I was really fed up and demotivated in that career. I got really fed up of helping to build somebody else's dream for little or no recognition, and certainly not in terms of my salary.
I've worked for many different companies, many different corporations, but they all have the same theme. Someone else is telling me what I'm going to earn.
Left school, went to the Seaboard, worked my way up as management. Worked very long hours, didn't see the children, got up very early in the morning, travelled on the road, got back very late at night.
I wasn't really that happy in my previous job. I was well paid and I enjoyed the income, but I didn't like the work and I didn't like the environment that I was working in.
I was made redundant, and that was the second time in my life. Didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I was sure I didn't want to work for anyone else again and let them decide my future.
I was a mum looking after 2 toddlers. I'd had a job before, a good career, but it was something that I didn't want to return to. It was very long hours, it was very stressful, the hours were very often unpredictable.
My job was put at risk of redundancy, and we were actually away at the time, and it really shook me. I was very shocked that they'd done this to me, and I decided actually with the support of Jim that I wanted to take the redundancy. I wanted to take control of my life. I didn't want anybody to ever be able to do that to me again.
Like everybody else, we had debts, car loans, credit cards, mortgages. So financially it was looking pretty impossible.
One day somebody said to me, if you continue to do what you've always done, you'll continue to get what you've always got. And it dawned on me that I had all my life been trained to be a cog in the wheel. I had been taught how to exchange my time for money, so that I simply was able to live a reasonably comfortable lifestyle, but I couldn't do any more. I couldn't do any of the extra things in life, and I wanted to do more. I wanted to live a richer life. I saw in the world that other people were able to, and what was the difference? And the difference seemed to me that they were in charge of their own income. They weren't working for somebody else.
I could see that this was my future. This was exactly what I was looking for. I could be my own boss. I could earn what I was really worth. I was going to replace my corporate income and my pension, which was very uncertain anyway, but it's also given me the opportunity to work with incredible people and to help other people, which again was something I hadn't even realised what I really enjoyed doing.
We both work at home part-time, not that many hours, probably about 30 hours between us a week.
I was very attracted to the potential and the flexibility, so I started to work it very part-time initially alongside my full-time job.
What it's done for us is totally changed our lives. My wife was able to give up her stressful job within 6 months of us starting to build a business, and we now have the freedom to do what we want when we want to do it, not have to take holidays when someone else decides.
I could see maybe a way of reducing my hours but having some extra income coming in, and it did that fairly quickly for me, so that was great. It reduced my hours, it gave me some time back.
For me personally, it's just works beyond what I could imagine. I never thought I'd be able to have something so enjoyable.
I instantly saw how I could build an income around a growing family.
I started to work it very part-time initially, about 10 to 15 hours a week, and on the basis of the success we had very quickly, I gave up that job, which was fantastic.
It grew very quickly, and it's given me a lifestyle now that I could never have dreamt of before. I now work part-time, very part-time, in fact about 25 hours a week, but for a very, very good income.
And when they said to me that it was possible actually to work part-time hours and in time earn a full-time income, I was intrigued. I didn't totally believe them. I wasn't born yesterday, but I was intrigued. And I also thought at the time, what else could I do? What else was there?
I had very, very little time to work this business, and that's the incredible thing, because I didn't have any childminders. I didn't have, my older boy was quite difficult, so we couldn't have had a childminder. So it was either I really had to just fit this in the odd half hour.
I really wasn't chasing the money, strangely enough, at that time. But what I did want was enough money to give us the choices to make some of those, I guess, memory-making moments that you have in your life. Everything I wanted in the beginning has happened. I've enjoyed every single step of the way, even the challenges sometimes.
So working for myself was important, but what was fantastic was that I knew I wasn't on my own. I hadn't got to set something up that I was just going to have to kind of struggle to see how it would work and if it would work. And so with all the positive and supportive people around, they were there to show me how to start a new business, which that late on in life was incredibly reassuring and very comforting.
But we were shown how to do it. We had training on every step of the way. Within 6 months she was able to give up her job, and it's just changed our lives completely.
We've been fortunate enough to educate our children privately, and it's given us the freedom to choose what we want to do, when we want to do it, and how we want to do it.
I can do what I want, when I want, be with the people I want to be with, particularly my daughter. I spend a lot of time with her. I've seen her grow up over the last few years, which most dads don't get to do.
I've never had enough money before to travel. Never had holidays and things before. So now that I'm earning the first proper income I've really had all my life actually, and being able to go on holiday is fantastic.
And financially, well, let's just say life is very different now. It's much better. I've got control for the first time in my life. I don't need to worry about if I want to. I don't want to have any more babies, but if I did, I wouldn't have to worry because my income is coming in. I've got a decent business, and I finally can say that I've achieved something in my life and I'm really successful. And I'm 34 now, and it's the first time I've felt that I can say that in my life. So that's a big thing for me.
I work very much part-time. I do swimming, tennis, keep fit, go for walks on the beach, and then visit customers, visit business colleagues and so on. And we have a really good lifestyle, and it's all down to being able to change our way of thinking as well, being able to sort of see our way out of the trap that we were in and see there is another life and there are other possibilities out there.
And we've now seen our business grow. We're helping a lot of people. But also financially, but also in our own minds, we are happier people, happy with what we're doing.
I've got the freedom to kind of build the life I want to lead, if you like, to live the life that I want to live. And I can choose when I work, how much I do, and work with people I want to work with.
And it has given us the most, unbelievable lifestyle, way beyond what I thought was actually possible, because the income potential it's unlimited. And with children, you just don't know what's around the corner. You just don't know what needs or demands are going to come. So it's given us the time and the income, which a full-time job or even a part-time job just doesn't give you.
It's meant that we could give up our careers. We've moved house. Last year we moved down to the sea. We're near my parents, near some of my other family. I've always wanted to be by the sea, so now I'm there, 5 minutes walk from the sea.
Now we have no car loans or credit cards. We have money in the bank.
When Alison said, "I'm going to get you out of that rat race," I never thought I would actually do that. And I at the back of my mind, I always thought that the guys in white coats would be coming along and taking Alison away in a van.
And I do this on a very part-time basis, and I get a full-time income. And that's been absolute eye-opener to my husband, who thought this was just a tiny little at-home business, which it is, but it's bringing in fantastic income.
And being able to go to sports days, football matches, school assemblies, being there to help them with their homework as they're growing, it's priceless.
And we've worked with anything from teachers to doctors, nurses, secretaries like myself, mums like me, business people, And some people are just looking for a few £100s a month, others are looking for a lot more than that.
I believe that anybody can make our business work. Doesn't matter what background they come from, doesn't matter what educational background they come from, whether they've been in business before or not. We have a system that's proven. It's proven because people from all backgrounds are already making it work. I think all you need to do is come to it with the right attitude. That's an attitude that is prepared to learn how our business works and prepared to invest some time and effort into building your business. Almost all of us got started on a part-time basis, and look what it's given us.